Hello, my name is Daniel Corrigan, and in this video I'll be talking about some court cases involving education in America, one of them being one that we went over in class and through the textbook of our class, and the other being one I got from public records. These cases are the Pickering versus Board of Education case, as well as the Gratz versus Bollinger and Groter versus Bollinger cases. Both cases against Bollinger were found on public records. The Pickering versus Board of Education case was found through the textbook. First up, we have Pickering versus Board of Education. Marvin Pickering is a secondary school teacher who didn't like the way his school board had been dealing with the issues involving taxes in the area and funding towards schools. He ended up writing a letter to a newspaper criticizing the school administration and their decisions, to which they fired him, claiming his statement was detrimental to the efficient operation and administration of the schools. Pickering sued, claiming protection under the freedom of speech, and the court ruled in favor of Pickering. Can public school teachers be terminated for making an opinionated public statement regarding issues important to the public if their statements only contain true facts and opinions, and not false claims and claiming false facts? Then the answer is no, they cannot be terminated. If they can, then why does the freedom of speech even exist if it doesn't protect anything? A teacher can be let go for criticizing their boss, but not if they're exercising their right as a citizen to speak out against public issues. Next up is the case I found from public records, being the Gratz versus Bollinger et al. Case and the Groter versus Bollinger cases. These are two separate cases, but they are the same concept against the same defendant, so I'm treating them as one. The University of Michigan's Board of Education considers several factors of a student's history when deciding whether or not to allow admission, including academic achievement through GPA, test scores, curriculum strength, but also includes relationships with alumni of their school, geographic location, and race and ethnicity. Jennifer Gratz applied to the University of Michigan, satisfying any and every known requirement the admissions committee suggested, but was still denied admission. Her admission was denied because she was Caucasian and not in any minority groups, so she wasn't prioritized. Barbara Gutter also applied, also satisfying every factor of undergraduate admissions consideration, but was still denied even though her academic record was so good, again due to the fact that minority students are prioritized over majority students due to financial gain on part of the university. In both of these cases, they were denied admission due to Caucasian ethnicity and sued, taken it to court. The courts ruled in both cases that the school was not discriminating due to a factor of race and non-minority, claiming that it can't be the only factor that decided that they didn't get admitted when the review process is so highly individualized. The courts also shared that even though the college is a public school, it is still a private establishment and makes money off of its attendance, and therefore can pick and choose students as it pleases, unlike the entirety of public establishments of high school and grade schools. Essentially meaning that if a college decides that they can make more money off of having more minority students, then they will do so. This slide just provides some of the sources that I used, being the American Education 20th edition by Joel Spring, and then the links to the two court cases I got from public records. Thank you.